Are you looking for the best rooftop tents? In this video, we will look at some of the best rooftop tents on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. Thule Approach Rooftop Tent. When it comes to softshell models, it's going to be hard to beat the Thule Approach M. While the majority of the most popular fold-out rooftop tents use 3 support bars to create a house-type shape, the Approach uses 4 support bars, which makes for a lot more space inside while maintaining the same travel size as the others. The Approach isn't quite as easy to install as a hardshell because it takes a few minutes to assemble the mounting clamps, but once they are put together, mounting or removing the tent from your rack is a cinch. We've learned the hard way that over-tightening mounting nuts can damage brackets, but if they aren't tight enough, the bit of play will lead to bent bolts from off-roading. Thule has addressed this problem by including a torque wrench to twist nuts to optimal tightness. One of our favorite features of the new mounting system is that the tent locks to your rack, ensuring that your investment won't walk away if you need to leave your vehicle at a trailhead or a hotel parking lot for a night or two. Our list of gripes with the Approach is short, but we have a few. For one, we found the rainfly was quite a pain to deploy, especially in high winds with a tall vehicle. The snaps that hold it in place are located on top of the tent's roof, so we had to crawl onto the top of the truck cab to reach one. We also weren't thrilled to discover that the travel cover gets completely removed and reinstalled for every use. We found it easy and convenient when covers have zippers or Velcro that goes 3/4 of the way around the tent base so it can get rolled up under the tent while you're camping. When you're ready to leave, you can unroll it, and it's already lined up and attached to the tent. With the Approach's design, you end up orienting, attaching, and messing with the cover for more time than you spend with traditional covers. These minor drawbacks aside, this model is by far our top recommendation for softshell rooftop tents. Number 2. Smittybilt Overlander. Though the Smittybilt Overlander is a more moderately priced option for those on a budget, but it still comes with several included extras. It arrives with a very cool LED light system that includes 12-volt extension cords that go all the way from the tent to your 12-volt cigarette lighter or an external USB battery pack. Another added feature is the included rubber boot bag that hangs outside of the tent, which is very convenient in poor weather conditions. It also has the widest, most sturdy ladder of any tent we tested. These perks aside, the Smittybilt does have a few weaknesses. It's cumbersome, weighing in at 144 pounds, it is substantially heavier than many of the tents we tested. You also may need to drill holes to get your ladder in the proper location, depending on the height of your vehicle's rooftop. Drilling metal isn't the easiest task to take on, even if you have the correct tools, and taking power tools to a brand new product is a bit unnerving. Also, the cover must be removed entirely to convert the tent from travel mode to camping mode. With all of the other models in this lineup, the cover either rolled up or was able to be tucked out of the way. Still, while this tent might require a bit more effort, it will save you a sizable amount of money and still perform at a very respectable level. Number 3. Roofnest Falcon 2. For many, looks and aerodynamics are key purchasing factors. If you want an ultra-thin rooftop tent that still houses a super comfy mattress, we recommend the Roofnest Falcon 2. At only 6-inch tall in travel mode, this model is about half the thickness of every other model in our review and is as easy as it gets when converting from travel to camp mode. Open a couple of latches, and let the hydraulic pistons do the rest. When it comes time to switch back to travel mode, the Falcon 2 only takes a few more seconds to fold up than the fastest models we've tested. While in camping mode, this tent has tons of storage, including several pockets around the tent, a large pocket array on the roof of the tent, and 2 boot bags that hang outside to keep your grubby shoes out of the sleeping area. It comes with dual USB-powered LED light strips that fully illuminate the whole tent when plugged into a power source. If you so choose, Roofnest has optional crossbars available so that you can store kayaks, paddleboards, or bicycles on top of the Falcon 2. Because of the slim profile, there is a lack of storage space while in travel mode with the Falcon 2. The tent shell barely fits the tent and mattress, so you really cannot leave anything inside while traveling other than maybe a summer sleeping bag and a couple of books. This model doesn't even have room for its own ladder, so make sure to factor in storage for these items inside your vehicle if you plan to purchase this tent. Perhaps the biggest drawback to the Falcon 2 is the price tag. If you want a low-profile state-of-the-art rooftop tent, it will take its toll on your wallet. Number 4. Thule Tepui Autana 3. With a canopy that converts from open air to complete weather lockdown, the Thule Tepui Autana 3 has more coverage than any model we tested. The added awning above the entrance and an included annex means you'll never be climbing up and down slippery, wet steps, and the button-free ladder is handy. This tent includes some subtle yet great design features that improve user experience, like the sturdy straps that hold the cover up when you're in camping mode or the internal bungee system that assists in folding the canopy when you're converting to travel mode. We love the easy-to-use travel cover and the incredibly comfortable memory foam mattress. This is one luxurious rooftop home away from home. The biggest drawback is easy to see here: the price is relatively high compared to many softshell models, and there are great options that cost significantly less. Besides its high price, the main downside to the Autana is that it takes a couple of extra minutes to convert to camping mode compared to other models we tested, most notably if you decide to deploy the annex. It might make more sense to go with something a little more straightforward if setup time is important to you. However, our testers found many advantages to this model that made the 1 to 2 extra minutes of setup well worth it.